Hi students, the subject name is EE8402 Transmission and Distribution. Today we will learn the basic concepts of the different types of substations. And substations is nothing but is a part of an electrical generation and transmission. Transmission means transmit the power from one place to another place and distribute the same power of the each and every systems. And next one is substations transform the voltage level from high to low. That means step down the voltage and or reverse. Reverse is nothing but it converts low voltage to high voltage. That means step up the voltage. And next one is each and every first substations were connected to only one power stations, only one main power station. And next one is site selection. First point is it should be located at center of gravity of load. That means each and every substations is located at nearly by load centers is nothing but homes, industries, some hospitals, schools. These are the load centers, and each and every substation is located nearly to the center of gravity of loads. And next one is it should be operated easily and maintenance it should be very easy. And next one it should be provide safe safe to operate and reliable arrangements. And next one is it should involve minimum capital cost. That means equipment cost and land cost also. These are the main consideration of site selection of substations. And next one is classifications of substation. First one is service requirement and next one is constructional features. In each and every substation classified into two types. First one is service requirement and next one is constructional features. According to service requirement is nothing but is the customer satisfaction, and that means voltage level. Some of the industries have a 11 kV voltage. Some of the industries needed for 440 volt or 3.3 kV. ஸோ கஸ்டமருக்கு என்ன வோல்டேஜ் லெவல்ஸ் தேவையோ அதை வந்து நம்ம ரெக்வயர் பண்ணுறது தான் என்னென்னா சர்வீஸ் ரெக்வயர்மெண்ட். அண்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் அண்ட் இம்ப்ரூவ் த பவர் ஃபேக்டர்ஸ். Always the power factor is unity, so improving the power factor. Some of the industries we are need DC power, so it converts AC power to DC power. These are the service requirement. First one is transformer substation. Transformer substation is nothing but which change the voltage level of electric supply are called transformer substation. In this substation the transformer is the main equipment for transfer the power from one place to another place. That means transformer, there are two types of transformer: step up transformer, another one is step down transformer. Step up transformer is nothing but it converts voltage level increase. That means incoming voltage is stepped up. That means for example incoming voltage is 11 kV. That means the transformer step up the voltage from 11 kV to 230 kV or 66 kV. And next one is step down transformer. Step down transformer is nothing but step downing the voltage level from 230 kV to 11 kV or 230 kV to 66 kV. And these are the transformer substations. For the diagram of transformer substation, for each and every generating station generate the power up to 11 kV. That means each and every generating station generates power are 3.3 kV or 6.6 kV or 11 kV. In this diagram we have to generate the power 11 kV and transfer to step up substation. Step up substation is nothing but step upping the voltage. That means increasing the voltage level 11 kV to 220 kV. Next in the 220 kV voltage transfer to next substation. That means primary grid substation. In this substation interconnect with the secondary substation. That means in this substation, primary grid substation, it converts voltage level from 220 kV to 66 kV. That means step down the voltages. And secondary substation, it converts the voltage again reduce 66 kV to 11 kV. In this 11 kV we have to transfer the high voltage consumers. That means some of the industries, factories, these are the examples. Next this distribution substation is nothing but it is in the substations also step down the voltage level from 11 kV to 0.6 kV. That means 430 kV, 430 volt. Single phase means 230 volt, and that means uh, in home sites we have to use single phase or three phase. Single phase means 230, three phase means 440 volt. Next one is switching substation. In this substation do not have change any voltage level. That means there is no step up, there is no step down. The voltage is level. That means it's only perform the operation of switching operations of power lines. Next one is power factor correction substation. In these substations improve only the power factor of the system is called power factor correction substation. In this substation we have to use synchronous condensers. In these condensers improving the power factor. In this substation, power factor correction substations are commonly located at the receiving end of the transmission lines. Next one is frequency changer substation. In these substations only changing the supply frequency are known as frequency changer substation. In this substations may be required for industrial utilization. Next one is converting substation, and that means it converts the power, AC power, into the DC power, are called converting substation. Some of the customers you need DC power, so we are also give the DC power supply. So in this substation, in this converting substation converts AC power into the DC power with suitable apparatus to supply the such purpose, traction work and electroplating works and electric welding works, etc. And next one is industrial substation. In each and every industry have a small substations are needed. So in these substations which supply the power to individual industries concerns are known as industrial substations. And next one is constructional futures. Construction futures, that means they have many components we have to use. First one is circuit breakers, switches, fuses and some instruments, etc. Classification of in this type, classification of constructional features of substations. First one is indoor substation. That means the voltage level up to 11 kV we have to use indoor substation, and this is for economic consideration. In this indoor substation, the voltage level, the substation can be erected or set up for voltages up to 66 kV. And next one is outdoor substation. Outdoor substation, the voltage ranges beyond 66 kV, means we have to use the outdoor substations. In these substations are constants installed out. This is the main thing, is the constant installed outdoor substations. In these substations, such voltages, the clearances between the conductors and the space required for switches, circuit breakers and other equipments becomes so great that it is not economical to install the equipment of indoor. And next one is underground substation. In these substations populate in this underground substations are in thickly populated areas. That means crowded areas. அதாவது என்னென்னா நம்ம லேண்ட் வந்து இல்லாத கிடைக்க முடியாத ஏரியாஸ்லலாம் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்னா அண்டர் கிரவுண்டில் யூ ஹாவ் டு இன்ஸ்டால் த சப்ஸ்டேஷன்ஸ். And next one, I already told, the space available of equipment and buildings is limited, so cost of the land is high. And these are the in these considerations, so we have need some underground substations. Under such situations, the substations is created as a underground. And this is the diagram of indoor substations and outdoor substation. And the main difference between outdoor and indoor substations, the space required of outdoor substation is more, but indoor substation the space requirement is very less. And next important is capital cost wise, outdoor substation is very low, but indoor substation the capital cost is very high. Operation wise, outdoor substation is difficult, and indoor substation the operation wise the indoor substation is easier. But main thing is future extension. Future extension means அடுத்து next level of substations means the future extension outdoor substation are very easy, but indoor substation in this future extension is very difficult. And next one is classification of substation, and next final classification pole mounted substation. In this type the voltage level not exceeding 11 kV, and this is the lowest voltage power substations. In this substation will equip installed overhead on H pole or 4 pole structure. In this power station located as almost distributed in localities means nearby load centers, localities through the substations. And next one is substation bus bar schemes. There are 5 different types of bus bar schemes. First one is single bus single breaker, next one is double bus double breaker, next main transfer bus, fourth one is ring main arrangement scheme, fifth one is 1.5 breaker scheme. And this is a single bus single breaker scheme, and this that means is only one bus. In this diagram only one bus we have to use, so in this type is called single bus single breaker scheme. CB is nothing but circuit breaker. Circuit breaker எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா ஃபால்ட் வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா to protect the fault current, to distribute the healthy system, do not distribute the healthy systems. And next one is double bus double breaker schemes. That means ரெண்டு buses இதில் இருக்கும், bus 1 and bus 2. There are 2 buses are connected, so in this scheme are called double bus double breaker scheme. And next one is main and transfer bus scheme. That means in this substation there is a main bus one, another one is transfer bus. There are 2 buses are available. If any fault occur in main bus, the transfer bus act as a main bus. And next one is ring main arrangement bus. That means it's a closed path, this is a ring type, so this is called as a ring main arrangement scheme. And next one is 1.5 breaker scheme. And the circuit breaker in this scheme, the main bus and the transfer bus, they are connected in circuit breaker, so is called as 1.5 breaker scheme. Okay, thank you.